We've got a Prime Minister who, when he was on American television last year, he didn't know when America came into the Second World War. He couldn't translate Magna Carta. We are breeding politicians who possibly are the most ill-educated politicians in our country's history. Is it possible to breed men who don't know the first thing about their own country's history? And I think we have.
And that reminds me of when President Bush was in office. It was his press secretary, Dana Perino, and she was asked a question that, in regards to President Putin, made a remark about a second Cuban Missile Crisis. And they asked the White House press secretary what the president thought about that remark, and she said, I don't know what Mr. Putin was talking about. What is the Cuban Missile Crisis?
Yeah, I mean, it's heartbreaking, but these are the people who seem to have got themselves into power. I mean, I do a lot of lecturing on the circuit as a professional economist or financial strategist, and if you go, say, to Warsaw, if you go to the Warsaw School of Economics, you will have youngsters there who can talk to you about any aspect of economics, any school of economics in some depth. And they can also talk to you about the Napoleonic Wars in the peninsula. You know, these are very rounded youngsters. I'm very sorry to say in the Anglosphere these days, they can barely grunt across the table at you. I mean, they're utterly hopeless. I mean, I wouldn't employ a state-educated economist. If somebody came into my office when I was director of an investment bank and they said, oh, I graduated in economics at Edinburgh University, I certainly wouldn't employ them. I didn't have time to untrain them from their Keynesian nonsense.